everyone, and welcome back to Shri FC. I hope you all are having a very good day and a very good time. The Premier League right now, I cannot believe right now the Premier League is just 3 days away now. The stress of international break is gone. That frustration of having nothing to watch. Caicedo, United transfer, City, everything is going on. Now it's back, and it was time to preview Manchester United. And today, I'm joined by a very special guest. The link is in the description. Anshumaan Bhai from United Rose. Hello, Anshumaan Bhai. So good to see you again, brother.
Hello, guys. Thanks a lot for having me. Always great to be here, Always great to talk about United as well as Chelsea. So, well, we move on. Season, as you said, is about to start. So, well, can't wait, We are playing Monday night, but yeah, Premier League starts Friday night.
And it's Wolves on the Monday night. That's a very bad picture to start the season. But it's going to be Wolves are going to play defensive and low block. So big up to Ernest Richo, big up Shivam Singh. And I think let's start first of all with matches and a simple talk with the season ahead. Like Anshuman, we know that first of all, let's start from me. I believe better will be transfer rating. Like we know you were coming with a season of I think United had a very good season. If you won the FA Cup, that would have been sweetener on the top of beating Manchester City. But sadly, that wasn't to be. But it was a very positive season. Now, Anshuman Bhai, we all know, sadly, with the ownership issue, that really caused a lot of problem. But now, Mason is there from our own club, Chelsea, and I believe he'll do very well. Onana has been signed. Højlund is there, and along with that, there were rumors with Johnny Evans, but I don't think that's going to happen. The squad is looking set. Anshuman Bhai, what do you think of transfer rating? If you have to give it a grade and your hopes, what do you give to transfer rating of United?
I think our transfer window, to be very honest, we have got 3 players in, but I think we are going to have at least 2 more. It totally depends on Maguire leaving, totally depends on McTominay leaving, and by the looks of it, both are leaving in the next few days. We are also letting Brent go as well. Donny also might leave on a loan. So there are a lot of things which might happen in the next few days. But yeah, at this point of time, we have made valuable additions in the first team. Højlund at this point of time is injured. So he will be joining after the first 2 games, most likely for the third game or even likely for the Arsenal game. So he will take 2 to 3 weeks to get back to his 100%. But overall, so far, the transfer window is a 7 out of 10 for me because we have addressed 3 of the situations which we had to address. The keeper, the striker, and the central midfielder. So far it's good. But as I said, 2 signings, I think we might add up. So let's see.
I think I absolutely agreed, Anshuman Bhai. But Anshuman, coming on to this one, because I think as much to be discussed, I'll also give my opinion on that. But we're discussing United's incoming, and as you were saying, it's been a good season so far. But on outgoings, that's been one of the concerns, outgoings for United and Todibo, kaisa rahega as Maguire replacement. What do you think about sales? Maguire, McTominay, Fred, and so many others. How many could go, and how much United can expect to raise to even put a surprise signing later in the window?
See, we don't need a surprise signing. Our signings are known to the entire world. We get rid of Maguire, we get Todibo. Vivek bhai, Todibo signing जो है Maguire का replacement काफी सही रहेगा. Ideally, he was not our choice. We wanted Kim Min-jae कि भाई वो एक साथ थोड़ा सा settle होता Premier League में, and he would have been our first choice next season. But unfortunately, हम ज़्यादा जल्दी move किए नहीं. Bayern made the move. Bayern got Kim Min-jae. Disasi went to Chelsea because Chelsea के तो लगे पड़े in the backline. ठीक है, एक बंदा फिट होता है, दूसरा बंदा इंजर्ड हो जाता है. Now Fofana is gone for the season most likely. So Disasi is over there for his replacement at this point of time. Todibo I will take any day, because at the age of 23, the room for development is there. ठीक है, but as I said, at this point of time, we will sell McTominay as well as Maguire. We will cover Amrabat and we will cover Todibo. So we will be set. We will be absolutely set. Realistically, I would have loved backup striker as well, but that's not happening because we will have to put up with Anthony Martial.
I think that's going to be tricky for me. But Anshuman Bhai, for me, I think you had a very good window. For me, you've covered a lot of bases in the team. Onana, for me, the goalkeeper, I know rivals are going to see Onana and wait for mistakes, and that's part and parcel. Rivals are always going to do that, but he's a top-class goalkeeper. If anyone is saying that they won't have Onana in their team, I think you're joking. If you think you won't on Onana, you are joking. Chelsea will have Onana just right now. Arsenal will even have Onana. City, I think Onana has a shot stopper is better than Ederson. Onana is the top-class goalkeeper United have got. Mason, I know Mason is getting a lot of hate. Chelsea fans like finding the his misses and making comments on it. I know he's gonna be part in that, but he's a very good player. He is gonna do very well at United. And there's Bruno Fernandes as well to compete with him. And if Amrabat comes, Anshumaan Bhai, like that's what I wanted to ask. If Amrabat comes, do you believe that's like covering every base in the team and that can push you at least for a top 3 finish?
Top 3 finish we should definitely be looking at even without Amrabat. Because we finished top 3 and we have improved our team from last season. So there is absolutely no excuse that you are not going to get top 3. Liverpool will be in the mix. Chelsea without Champions League, they might push, with a young squad, with a big squad, you will have options to go out and try and test a lot of players. But top 3 is a minimum. With Amrabat, and if we keep our first 11 fit, we might even go for the, we might even try to put Arsenal as well as City. I am not expecting United to go out and win it, but we have seen Leicester win it, so why not? But realistically, top 3 should be there. And I would love if we can get, FA Cup this year. We failed in the finals last year, but hopefully we will, get this time around. So let's see how it goes.
Absolutely agreed, Anshumaan Bhai. And for me, like every base is covered in the team. But my only concern with United, like first of all, I'll take some chats. Caicedo, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I really want to know because he's so frustrating. I don't know how many videos I'll have to make on Caicedo. It's just like beating a head to the ball. I don't know when will it happen. Brighton are just scammers, and hopefully we beat them 6-7-0. I know it's not going to happen, but hopefully we beat them 6-7-0. I hate their club to absolute bits. And live from Kate करें big up Gurshan भाई and मुझे लगता है एक बॉल कैरियर की जरूरत है. But Anshumaan भाई, like I want to ask this one regarding Amrabat. Amrabat is getting a lot of criticism, like from rivals saying, oh, he cannot carry the ball. But as much as I have seen from Fiorentina, he is a very, very good person on the ball. I don't know why he's getting that hatred or something, but he is a good player.
भाई देखो यही हो जाता है ना, when you start, see, I have been saying this for a long time. For the last 10 years almost, before Erik Ten Hag, we have been laughing stock. ठीक है, चाहिए CDM उठा के ले आया रोनाल्डो, चाहिए स्ट्राइकर उठा के ले आया किसी और को, चाहिए सेंटर बैक उठा के ले आया किसी और को. So we have been, laughing stock for the last 10 years, to be very honest. But now the rivals see that all of a sudden you have a manager who's very, very good, and all of a sudden he is picking, the targets that he wants. Obviously, he's not going to get all the targets. He wanted Harry Kane, but that was not possible because of money. He wanted Kim Min-jae, but that was not possible because Maguire wasn't willing to leave. He's still not willing to leave, but let's see. So there are certain targets which we will miss out. Last season we missed out on Frenkie de Jong. We tried everything. Barcelona and us agreed a deal. Frenkie de Jong said no. But at the same point of time, one thing that we need to see, these two players that we are getting linked, that player is an upgrade of what we have. At this point of time, Onana is a huge upgrade on David De Gea, दुनिया को पता है. Højlund, he is young, already an upgrade even without playing a game. ठीक है, Mason Mount already an upgrade on Eriksen. So there are so many, signings that we have made which are already an upgrade. Amrabat will be an absolute upgrade on McTominay. लोगों को जो बोलना है बोले यार, I will speak my mind. उनको उस चीज से प्रॉब्लम है कि यार एक विंडो में they have gone from Manfred to Mount, Casemiro, Amrabat possibly, and now that we have Kobe Manu, who will be there as well. So इतना बड़ा change कैसे? Because these guys were relied upon, these guys used to rely upon Manfred, McTominay और Fred. और सबको पता था कि भाई गेम प्ले क्या था. Bruno if hit, we might get a win. Bruno if flop, we are done. But now we have multiple options. Game changers. Bruno का दिन अच्छा नहीं जा रहा. We have Mason Mount who can do the job. ठीक है, Casemiro's passing ability is very underrated. We have seen that he can pick a pass. Then you have Amrabat where you can easily give rest to the likes of Casemiro. You can play Amrabat, Casemiro, Mount and Bruno together against bigger teams. You can rest Casemiro in the FA Cup in the Carabao, and you can play Amrabat. So there are a lot of options all of a sudden for United. This is not liked by the rivals. It's as simple as that. It's like saying कि भाई यार मेसी तो छुट्टी आया यार, ठीक है, वो तो किसी टीम को अच्छा कर ही नहीं सकता because he plays. फिर वही वाली बात है that you don't have that player. मतलब अगर अभी तुम अमराबाद दे दोगे लिवरपूल को तो वो कूद जाएंगे उसके ऊपर, बिकॉज दे नीड अ मिडफील्डर। वो फिर बोल देंगे कि भाई बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, ठीक है। बट नाउ दैट ही हैज रिजेक्टेड देम, तो भाई ऑल ऑफ अ सडन को बिल्कुल छूट गया, उसको खेलना ही नहीं आता, ही कैन नॉट किक अ बॉल, तो वही वाली बात है। ऑल ऑफ अ सडन ये साइनिंग्स अगर ओले करता ना तो लोगों को लगता है चल कोई बात नहीं भाई, बिकॉज टैक्टिकली ओले वाज नॉट दैट साउंड, ठीक है। ही गॉट अस द रिजल्ट, बट टैक्टिकली देयर वाज नो प्लान बी और प्लान सी। विद एरिक टेन हाग यहाँ पे प्लान बी भी है, प्लान सी भी है, दैट गाय went to Nou Camp and got a result, positive result by playing Vegas as number 10, ठीक है। मतलब दुनिया का जो बोलते हैं ना आठवां अजूबा, कि वेगास को नंबर 10 खिला के वहां पे ऑलमोस्ट भी केम बैक विद अ विन। तो वही वाली बात है, नाउ दैट राइवल्स एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम दे आर not liking it because we are getting what we want. It's as simple as that.
Exactly, and I think United will have a very, very good season, and I think every base is covered. But before more chats in United, let's take some chats here. And bigger right with me, Caicedo will arrive. I think they will play 4-2-3-1, but the problem is Nkunku could be out for 3 or 4 months now, so it could again be changed. Nkunku could be out for 3 or 4 months. We might have to play 4-3-3 or Chukwuemeka at a number 10 role. So massive blow at the start of the season, and that could mean we might heavily go for Olise now. I believe Anshumaan Bhai that with that injury, I think there's a massive chance for us going for Olise, and a big blow. Like losing Nkunku for 3 months, man, that's bad, man.
It would be 16 weeks, more than 16 weeks, so that's basically 4 months for sure. It might be a bit longer, totally depends on how good he feels after that surgery and how much time it takes. And that's why I was saying, Chelsea fans, even Nkunku kicking a ball, they were like, oh, he's a better signing than Mount. That's why I was laughing. ठीक है, मैंने बोला भाई इसको खेलने दो, उसके इंजरी का इशू है भाई, वो बंदा लॉन्ग टर्म इंजरी से he came back in the end of the season. He had few games and now he has gone back to being injured again. मतलब ये मतलब यही होता है ना कि एक फैन बेस जब किसी को उम्मीद से ज्यादा ओवर हाइप करते तो फिर यही होता है भाई कि फैन बेस की नजर लग जाती है, वो बोल सकते हो। बट या ह्यूज ब्लो, एंड आई थिंक Olise now will be 10 million extra for you guys. Yeah, because
I think
now
he will be 10 million. But for me, Anshuman Bhai, how creative that guy is. I think at a cam position, I think he's the best one. I love Chukwuemeka as a young player, but Chukwuemeka getting a stop for by a number 10 is not going to happen. And this is where we could have used the Mason Mount, I believe, now, because Mason would have been a perfect number 10 we needed right now. Connor is not at the level of Mount. That is a problem. Connor Gallagher is just not at the level of Mason Mount for the technicality Mason Mount has.
यार वो लेवल तो छोड़ो उसका, what has he किया क्या उसने यार?
इसका बस एक प्लेइंग स्टाइल सेम है, बट
किया क्या उसने? He had a good season with Crystal Palace, but भाई Crystal Palace है, क्रिस्टल पैलेस में अगर अभी तुम भेज दोगे मैकटोमिने को तो मैकटोमिने उनका बेस्ट प्लेयर रहेगा क्रिस्टल पैलेस का, so doesn't make him a world class player, right? It's as simple as that. गैलेगर के लिए तुम्हारे पास भाई 42 मिलियन आ रहे थे, तुम्हें ले लेने चाहिए थे। पता नहीं बॉयली कौन सा नशा करता है, बोल रहा है 50 प्लस दो फॉर गैलेगर। किया क्या उसने भाई? मतलब अलग लेवल का माल फूक रही है। ओलिसे चाहिए 40 में, गैलेगर के मांग रहे हैं 50 प्लस।
पर वो पैलेस से गलती हुई है ना, वो पैलेस ने रिलीज क्लॉज डाला है ओलिसे का 35 मिलियन का, तो वो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते।
40 मिलियन अगर ये डालेंगे तो अभी क्या सीन था जब उगाटे वाज वेरी क्लोज टू बीइंग साइंड बाय चेल्सी, ठीक है। चेल्सी वेर विलिंग टू पे द रिलीज क्लॉज, ठीक है। पीएसजी वेर विलिंग टू पे द रिलीज क्लॉज। पीएसजी ने बोला एक काम करो यार, 10 मिलियन ज्यादा दे रहे हैं, हमारे पास आ जा। उसके 10 मिलियन दे दिए ज्यादा स्पोर्टिंग को, सैलरी से उसके पैसे काट दिए। ही इज ऑन 3 मिलियन पर ईयर की सैलरी, यहाँ पे उसको सैलरी ज्यादा मिलती। बर्थडे तुम्हारे पास चैंपियंस लीग था नहीं सीजन, पीएसजी के पास गारंटीड चैंपियंस लीग है एवरी सीजन। तो उसने बोला कि चलो भाई मैं यहीं पे 3 मिलियन से 10 मिलियन पे पहुंच जाऊंगा, मैं अच्छा खेलूंगा तो क्या दिक्कत है, चले गए। तो वही वाली बात है, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन अगर तुम दोनों मैच करते हो, आई थिंक ओलिसे शुड मूव टू चेल्सी, बेटर चांस, मोर गेम टाइम, अगर वही है कि अगर भाई कैल्विन फिलिप्स जैसा एटीट्यूड है कि भाई मैं बेंच पे ही बैठ के पूरे साल में 30 मिनट खेल के खुश हूं, तो फिर जाओ यार सिटी जाके बैठो, फिर क्या है ये टेंशन।
Exactly, agreed, Anshuman Bhai. And I think Gabriel Vega can be a very good option, and big up to Punin Bhai as well. So on United, like on this one, I will go and I'll just go to United. For me, Anshuman Bhai, like every base for me is covered in terms of I still believe you have one of the top goalkeeper in the league. I think right back is sorted. You have one attacking right back, one a bit more defensive right back. Left back Shaw and Malacia. Midfield Casemiro, Amrabat, Mount, Bruno, and even if McTominay stays, that's very very good if he stays because he can be used in some matches. You have still got attack, very good attack Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Diallo. You have a striker in Højlund and Marshall in some unimportant games against League One teams can play a part. But the only issue for me for United, Anshuman Bhai, is the centre backs. Like if one injury, which should never happen to any player, Lisandro or Rafael Varane, is straight to Lindelof, who I believe is a fine player, but not at the same level. It's a massive drop. And then is Harry Maguire.
You cannot have a bench with a similar level of players. It's as simple as that. ठीक है, कोई अगर बहुत अच्छा है वो तुम्हारे पास बेंच प्लेयर बनने नहीं आएगा. It's as simple. ठीक है, कल को तुम Upamecano भी लाना चाहो, ठीक है, चलो he didn't play that well last season. I'm just saying, कल को तुम Upamecano लाना चाहो और बोलो कि भाई तू हमारे यहाँ जाना बेंच पे रहेगा, नहीं आएगा वो. नहीं आएगा. We are going for someone like Disasi or Todibo because हम सेंटर बैक की पेयरिंग जिस तरीके से करते हैं उस तरीके से we also see Luke Shaw as सेंटर बैक करते हैं, हम उसको खिला देते हैं सेंटर बैक, you know, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे. So I think this week is very crucial. मैं अपने स्ट्रीम पे भी इसके बारे में बात करूंगा. That McTominay and Maguire most likely to West Ham, Todibo and Amrabat most likely to United in the upcoming few days. It's as simple as that.
That will be a very good end to the window. Like Anshuman Bhai, if I have to give you a grade, if you let's say you do this, you sell McTominay and Maguire and you get Todibo and Amrabat, Højlund is there, Onana is there, Mount is there. For me, that has to be minimum 8 or 10 window. It could even go 9. For you, what will you grade that window and where will it go?
I'll go for an 8.5. With Todibo and Amrabat coming in, if it happens, I will go for 8.5. And Todibo is a matter of time. It's basically you have to just give them the 30 million that you get from Maguire and you will have them. It's as simple as that.
Big up Danish Bhai, so good to see you. And Anshuman Bhai, will you miss McTominay?
See, as a squad player, I think he has been fine. लोग उसको ये समझते हैं कि भाई मतलब उसको रॉय कीन समझ लेते हैं कुछ लोग, फिर उसको गाली देते हैं, अरे भाई he's a limited player, but then he's a squad player. ठीक है, obviously upgrade हमें मिल रहा है, but there is no need to hate. Hate तो मैं Maguire को भी नहीं करता यार, I just want him gone. It's as simple as that. So McTominay, Maguire, obviously Maguire, McTominay, he has given us few really good moments here. You know, that goal against City at Old Trafford, I think if any United fan is not happy with that goal, मतलब तो मैं क्या ही बोलूं? That strike from like 30, 35, 40 yards. भाई एडरसन कहाँ है ही नहीं, तो वही वाली बात है. तो he has given us moments. He has scored against Leeds. He has scored against Arsenal. So I am not saying he is our top academy product, but then he will easily get us 40 to 45 million. Easily. 40 million plus add-ons, I will sell him. And and that's the pure profit. Yeah, pure profit because, people in the United fan base, they don't realize that the market has changed. They will be like, oh, still enough McTominay for this. अरे भाई, जब गैलेगर जैसे बंदे के लिए 42 million का बिड आ सकता है from West Ham, you can easily get 45 million for McTominay. More experience, more quality at this point of time. Homegrown है, सब कुछ होता है भाई. सिर्फ एक चीज नहीं देखते when you are signing a player. मेसन माउंट अगर शायद जर्मन इंटरनेशनल होता ना, तो उसके 40 million शायद कोई ना देता. With 1 year left, 40 million के कोई ऊपर जाता ही नहीं. But he was England's international. He's in England's international. Plus he is homegrown. और भाई तुमने homegrown बंदे जाने दिए हैं. Tuanzebe has left. ठीक है. और क्या बोलते हैं तुम्हारा Zidane Iqbal, Charlie Savage. These guys were played few minutes last season. So these guys have left. So वही वाली बात है कि तुम्हें लेके आना पड़ेगा. Now Maguire and McTominay, 2 homegrowns will be leaving. Just imagine. So in that case, we will promote Kobe Manu, we will promote Hannibal. So squad ऐसा ही बनाना पड़ता है भाई कि तुम्हें 8 तो 8 homegrown चाहिए ही चाहिए. As simple as that.
Fully agreed, Anshuman Bhai. For me, United Onana will be the best signing, but I think Amrabat will be a surprise one and could be one of the top, I think, cheapest signing you'll see this summer. And guys, please, before we go to the next topic, please go and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please, if you have still not, go to Anshumaan Bhai's channel in the link in the description, United Road, and do subscribe. So now, Anshumaan Bhai, coming to season expectation, we know the Premier League is just near now. The season expectation, like, a lot of rivals are going. Why are United not going for the league? They should be pressurized to win the league, right? Arsenal fans, City fans, they are saying United must be pressurized. United fans are saying that we still are in the progress, and it's going to take us time before being there. For you, Anshumaan Bhai, what's your realistic expectation and what's your dream expectation this season?
Dream expectation, obviously, to lift the Premier League. Yes. As I said at this point of time, when it comes to someone like managing expectations, I always do that. And Arsenal fans क्या बोल रहे हैं? 600 मिलियन खर्चने वाले हो, तुमसे साला कम्युनिटी शील्ड जीत के ऐसे खुश हो रहा है जैसे तुमने चैंपियंस लीग जीत लिया हो. ठीक है, बस तुम्हारा वही है, तुम्हारा लेवल ही वही है. पिछले साल यू बॉटल्ड द लीग, बट वो चीज नहीं वो चीज एक्सेप्ट नहीं करनी. That you literally bottled the league. If you could have gone even one game without losing to City, you could have been there. चलो बाकी के teams के against all of a sudden you started dropping points, I can get it. But I'm just saying that ये जो ये बोल रहा हूँ, ये इतने पैसे खर्चने के बाद भी ना इनसे होना कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, अगर ये इस सीजन नहीं जीतते हैं, I won't be surprised if Atalanta is that. Simple as that. I won't be surprised. But realistically, top 3 should be there with a higher point. ऐसा नहीं है कि 70 point लाके you are getting top 3, then I will be very disappointed. I am expecting at least 80 to 85 points this season. ठीक है, quarter final in UCL as Danish Bhai said, and I will go for FA Cup. Carabao की ऐसी की तैसी हार जाते हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेरे को. Glorified competition है, बेफालतू के extra games ऐड होते हैं. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ बच्चों को खिलाओ Carabao. Now that you have that trophy, बच्चों को खिलाओ. ठीक है, अगर उस तरीके से क्वार्टर सेमी पहुंच गए and we have a bigger opposition, then we will see. But FA Cup we have to again go with full throttle because oldest club competition we need that.
Anshumaan, but on Champions League, I will say, I do agree for your point at quarter final, but being very honest, in the Champions League, Anshumaan Bhai, Real are not the same. I think with Benzema going, they're not the Real we used to know. They are much more weaker right now. Barcelona under Xavi, I do not know what they are going to turn out to be in the Champions League. Arsenal are playing Champions League after 7 years, and the previous history is to be in the round of 16, the maximum stage. You have got PSG, who are now a different PSG, a young model, and only Bayern Munich are the team with Tuchel. I can say, yeah, that's the team I can back for winning the Champions League. Do you think United, on paper, on their day, can win the Champions League this season? There could be a massive chance for that.
Any team on their day can win it. That's why I say that winning the Champions League is not as tough as winning the Premier League. I always say, those who are doing in their own country as well as winning that trophy, that's absolutely magnificent. But I'm just saying that at times you are very much dependent upon, if you can get a very good run. Just like last season, Napoli could have been there. Napoli should have been playing the finals if not for their brain drain. They should have been. Inter reached the finals because their run was totally non-existent in terms of what City faced. City has to face Bayern, City has to face Real Madrid. When you look at the opposition that Inter faced, it was nowhere near. So all of a sudden you get that sort of a draw and you never know. You never know. It's as simple as that. So let's see.
Fully Anshumaan Bhai, and I think if luck of draw can go, anything in that competition can happen. For me,
exactly.
I agree with Anshumaan Bhai. Realistic expectation for United has to be top 3. I know rivals are putting unnecessary pressure, but I believe United are going in the right way. 80-85 points should be a very good season for United and going far in the cups as well. I believe they're still 1 year away from winning a title. But Anshumaan Bhai, this was a question I wanted to ask you for a long time. We know the age of United squad right now, Casemiro, Varane. There's some players who might be at the age where you can say they have 2-3 more great years left, but after that there could be a problem. So do you think that United might have to try to be quicker to win the Premier League, or it could be too late because other sides will improve as the season goes by?
No, see, that's what I'm saying. That for Varane, for Casemiro, they still have 2 years. Now that Varane is not even in the national team. So he got a lot of time. Now he will be focused solely on the Premier League and the Champions League. We will manage his game time as well in certain games. So if he stays fit, Casemiro, we have seen his absolute tank. Obviously in certain games he will need help, and that's why Mason Mount is such a key. Because he will help with the defensive duties so much, which someone like Eriksen could not have done. So at this point of time, I'm very happy, and I said 2 prime years at least of both the players are left. And that's why I said next year, with few more signings, 1 or 2, those missing puzzles, we will be there. And Amrabat is not a Casemiro replacement. We already have our Casemiro replacement Putin Bhai, and that guy is Kobe Manu. Absolute belter of a player we have. And Casemiro is a stopgap basically, because for the next 2 years, Kobe Manu can get game time. He can keep on improving. At the same point of time, he won't have the pressure. Because someone like Amrabat is already there. And Amrabat will be in 2 years' time, will be 28, 29. So we already have an experienced player over there, and then we will have someone like Kobe Manu, who is learning from, Casemiro. He's learning from Amrabat. So the technicality of the game, he's already showing the physicality, for an 18-year-old. Very unfortunate that he got injured for 2 months, but, I'm just hoping that he is back as soon as possible.
I fully agree. For the young guy, I really felt, because he was in such a good time right now, the young guy. But I think the best point about that is that he still doesn't have the pressure to be fit straight away, because there's still Casemiro, there's still Amrabat. The guy can easily come in, adjust with the players, senior players, and can really, really go far away. I fully agree with Anshumaan Bhai here. For me also, it's going to be a top 3 finish, can be a very, very good season. Newcastle, I think Newcastle they either will go to round of 16, or I think they'll finish 4th. I don't think they want to go to Europa League. They will either finish 4th in the group, or they'll go to the top 2 for me. And Anshumaan Bhai, now coming on to, before we go United season prediction, I think it's time to discuss this massive game for the opening match of a season. That is Manchester United Wolves. A team like Wolves, who a manager is not happy to be at the club, FFP problems, Ruben Neves has already gone.
Most likely he's going out. By the looks of it, it looks like he's on his way out. Look at the way, and I don't want that, to be very honest.
But I think losing a manager for the first game of the season, that can be like, he's still a very good. He's a very good manager on one day. He can create good tactical against big sides. I think that would be great news for you.
No. To be very honest, the new manager's bounce is something that I always worry. At this point of time, the entire Wolves team is in shambles. Collins gone, Tillman might go out. They have Moutinho left. They have Neves gone. They have, striker Jimenez is going. So those players used to hurt us, because they were so into the team. They had how that was basically the Wolves mentality. Bollo, ya code bollo. That code is gone. Cody is gone as well. So all of a sudden, they are in a mess. They have no idea where they are going. The manager is not happy because he wants the signings. He is not getting the signings. So I will be very happy if they are coming with Lopetegui, to be very honest. Whatever the result is, but let's see.
Fully agreed for me, Anshumaan Bhai. And Manchester United have decided they want to extend the contract of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which will include an increase on his 100k wages. Sammy Mogwell is very reliable, guys. Your thoughts? Thank you, Vivek Bhai, for the update. Anshumaan Bhai, on this one, what do you think? Like, are you happy with Wan-Bissaka contract extension that's being given to you right now?
As you said, we have 2 unfinished products at this point of time. One can attack, one can defend. That's not how we are going to win the Premier League, to be very honest. One will have to step up. And I think the way Wan-Bissaka has played, getting him a new contract is fine. It should not be over the top, first of all. And he was on the verge of being sold even in January last season. But he has made a drastic return, drastic change in fortunes with his form. And I am looking forward to see him starting the league. I think for the time being, Dalot is a backup.
So on Dalot, Anshumaan Bhai, like, overall, I know that Dalot last season started it so well. The guy was one of the top players in the league in terms of The first 5 games, we assist every time, crosses, team of the week, and then since then he had fallen off. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think Dalot has a chance to take Van Bissaka over this season, or Van Bissaka has put Dalot aside?
No, they see everyone will have a chance. It's as simple as that. When you are playing football, if you are not having 5-6 good games and you have someone like Dalot on the bench, you will feel the pressure. The manager will get you, on the bench. I won't be surprised if he starts with someone like Dalot against Wolves because of the attacking play that Dalot can bring in. So both the team, it totally depends on horses for horses. All of a sudden we play against City and Van Bissaka will be there. Because City will put Dalot to shreds. It's as simple as that. Even last season in the Carabao Cup final, Dalot was replaced at the halftime. If because he was already on a yellow, he would have taken a red. It's as simple as that. So tactically, you have to be very, very aware of what the result might get. अगर किसी को जल्दी yellow card मिलता है, so you have options where you can bring in someone, who will be an able deputy at that point of time.
Fully agree, Anshumaan Bhai, and I don't think Bissaka is United level. I do agree with that, but I believe, to be really honest, United will go for a proper one in the future. But for the Premier League this season, with what United have got, is still fine enough. What do you think, Anshumaan Bhai?
I think both our right backs are not finished products. So obviously they are not United level in terms of where they could have been. Dalot was touted as one of the future signings, by Mourinho, but that didn't work out for Dalot. So at this point of time, as I said, I will be taking these guys, but then because we don't have the money to go out and buy another right back, we were linked with Frimpong, but obviously we don't have the money. So I will take this next season. As I said, I think we might go for another centre back, a backup striker. So let's see.
And I'm just looking forward to Garnacho. He's like one of my favorite players to watch on rival clubs, man. That young guy is just awesome, Anshumaan Bhai. But the players you are bringing from academy and this guy, I think this is one of the most, like I say, talented guy I've watched in the league in terms of talent he has got. Like, Rashford is there and people say, oh, United will struggle without Rashford. You can Garnacho there. Anshumaan Bhai, what do you think about Garnacho this season? Like, how do you think this guy can break into the starting 11, or how do you see his season going so far?
But to be very honest, I still see him as a 30-35 minute player. I think when he comes at the 65-70 minute mark, he will absolutely run riot. It's as simple as that. And that's where we can get the best out of Garnacho. He's still 19, long career ahead. Rashford will be our out and out left winger at this point of time. But with Højlund injured for 3 weeks, I won't be surprised if Garnacho starts on left and Rashford for those 2-3 weeks play as a striker. So let's see.
Fully Anshumaan Bhai, and this is by Danish Bhai. Brandon Williams is young, right, tight-footed left back. Can we use him as right back? Do you think will this work for you, Anshumaan Bhai?
Nah. I don't think Brandon Williams at this point of time is Premier League level. Even if he is, he might be well suited for someone like mid-table clubs like Everton or even the likes of Luton or Burnley. But Brandon Williams, no go for me. Simple as that. As I said, by Garnacho, I will be starting on the left-hand side. If the manager thinks, if he thinks that Rashford should be our striker for the first 3 games, then Garnacho starts on the left. Otherwise, Garnacho will be on the bench and he will be playing his cameos, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and where we have to give rest to the other guys. Obviously, he will be playing the cup competitions for sure. But just 19, recently signed a new deal. No worries that whatsoever.
Absolutely, Anshumaan Bhai said the same. Like, he is a very dangerous player on the tired legs in the last 30 minutes. And Anshumaan Bhai, going on your match against Wolves, what do you think would be the starting 11? Like, how can you see it being shaped up after preseason? What could be the starting 11 we can expect from Ten Hag against Wolves?
No, we have our settled lineup, to be very honest. I'm not sure whether Van Bissaka or Dalot who is going to start. I will personally go for Van Bissaka. Onana is there, Martinez is there, Varane is there, Shaw is there, Casemiro, Mount, Bruno, 100%. Then we have Anthony. Now, it totally depends whether we play Sancho as a false 9 or we go with striker for Rashford, or Garnacho as the left-hand side. So, out of these 3 guys, 2 guys will play.
So is there a chance for Højlund to make his debut on the first match against Wolves?
No, Højlund is injured for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
So he will be
Okay,
coming
okay.
back for the Arsenal game most probably.
Wow, what a game. What a game to come as a player. And if he scores with his Arsenal, the guy is going to be straight away a hero. And he's going to be a hero for, I think, Manchester City as well. Because I think Manchester City and Arsenal are fighting for this end of the season. And I think Sancho will play as a false 9 in first 3 game. What do you think about this, Anshumaan Bhai? Like, will you want to go with Marcus Rashford as a number 9? Or will you want to go with Sancho as a number 9?
Sancho, I think, will be there for the false 9. I think, as I said, Garnacho will be coming back coming from the bench for the 30-minute cameo. Because Sancho will be playing for like 60 minutes. Then Rashford will shift as a striker. And then Garnacho will come as 30 minutes.
I think for me, it's going to be very interesting lineup, Anshumaan Bhai. For me, Anshumaan Bhai, before we go, last time someone debuted against Arsenal and scored. We all know who that boy was, and that was one of the best matches, Anshumaan Bhai, I can remember. Even as a rival, that was a fantastic match. I remember Arsenal fans, because at that time AFTV was just coming, they were saying, this is an under 21 side United. We are going to batter them. We are going to win the league.
I was watching this game in a club, and it was like, there were so many Arsenal fans, and they were like celebrating already. So, क्या ही बोलूं मैं? That win still, so fresh in my memory. Ander Herrera scoring, praise from Rashford. They had Ozil scoring, they had Giroud scoring, but we winning 3-2. So that was a fabulous win.
And who can forget Arsene Wenger's Louis van Gaal's reaction and falling down? Like, Louis van Gaal was one funny person, and the fall of the Louis van Gaal had, like, mimicking, I believe, the referee. I think that was fantastic. Arsenal fans are synonymous to delusion. I think that's already a massive one rivalry going on between Arsenal and United for me. But I believe, as a Chelsea fan, it hurts me to say this, but both clubs are right now very ahead of us. Like, it really hurts for me to say it. I want to banter them, but the reality is we are now not at that same level, but hopefully this season will reach that level for me. And Anshumaan Bhai, now going on to like the season prediction for Manchester United. Like, before coming to my prediction, Anshumaan Bhai, what's your prediction this season? Like, we had expectation before, but like if you have to predict all competition and a season, just early prediction, what will you give the prediction for this match?
Top 3, quarterfinal in the CL. I will love to see FA Cup. I don't give a shit about Carabao Cup. We won the trophy. I always say it's one trophy where you win it. You don't even you celebrate it, but it's not like you celebrate it for years to come. Just like Arsenal fans celebrate Community Shield. So obviously we have different standards, different expectations. So in a competition like Champions League, quarterfinals should be there. If we are getting to the semi, that would be great. So let's see.
Absolutely, by my prediction, to be really honest, guys, early prediction until I see. For me, even if we sign Casado, I'm being very, very honest. Chelsea can only catch Liverpool and Newcastle. I think the top 3 teams are very far away from us. City, United, Arsenal, they are very settled. Like, for me, Anshumaan Bhai, you have got goals, defensive solidity, centre backs, goalkeeper. The same goes for City. The same goes for Arsenal. Liverpool have no midfield. Chelsea have no midfield right now. And I believe United will be top 3 this season. But Anshumaan Bhai, from City and Arsenal, like, if you have to right now go, what do you think that which is the team you can catch next season to be in the top 3? Do you believe it's going to be City because people are saying they're getting weaker? Or is it going to be Arsenal?
Of course. City is going to be, City is always going to be the team. It's as simple as that. We can talk about Arsenal, we can talk about anybody else, but City at this point of time is the team to beat for the entire world. It's as simple as that. It hurts, but it is what it is. It's the truth, because they are the team to beat. It's as simple as that. Whatever competition they play, just imagine last time the quadruple was stopped by Southampton out of all the teams. So that's what I'm saying.
Agreed, Anshumaan Bhai. And Arsenal celebrated Premier League victory for 32-33 weeks. I believe they're top of the league for 248 days. Like, that is something that, Anshumaan Bhai, I don't think anyone has ever lost the league from that position. I think Arsenal were the first one to lose it from 248 days.
Hey, they were absolutely, I said on my stream, even when they were absolutely cruising, and I said, if Arteta wins the Premier League this season, I will, shut my channel. I will delete my channel. I am that confident in Arsenal's ability to just drop the league. And they did that. I always believe that City at that point of time are going to get into that gear which we have seen from City for the last 4 or 5 years, where they just goes, on a tremendous run, and there is absolutely no stopping that team. So,
hopefully, I think Putin Bhai, for me as a Chelsea fan and for Anshumaan Bhai, this does not happen. The team which loses Community Shield, I believe, yeah, that's a good one. The team that loses it mostly wins. So, it's going to be Manchester City again. City,
but
Man
very
United,
tough
Arsenal,
to it's very difficult to stop City this season, But let's see how it goes. To be very honest, I don't think Arsenal, even after spending so much money, they are capable to go out and absolutely go, put City out of. But let's see. As I said, few injuries here and there. Football is, it goes for like 9 months, 38 games. 2 injuries here and there. United goes injury free throughout the season. You never know. So.
Absolutely, Anshumaan Bhai. And people, we had a great discussion today. We discussed a lot of Manchester United, Manchester United Wolves, the Manchester United season preview from a Manchester United fan himself. Please, people who are watching, do hit the like and subscribe. And please go to United Road, one of the best United channels. Do go and subscribe. Thank you, Anshumaan Bhai, so much, bro. It really, really means a lot. Your final thoughts on Manchester United, bro, before we end the video?
I did not get the last part. Can you say it again?
Yeah, your final words on Manchester United, overall, your final words before we end the video?
My final words would be just stay injury free, because more than anything else, injury are the biggest killers for us. It's as simple as that. We have barely in the last few years played with a full team for the entire season. Last season it was Casemiro suspended, not injury, but suspension. Varane was injured for a while, then we have Eriksen injured for a while. Martial was injured almost entire season. Rashford missed few games with injuries. Garnacho missed 2 months with injuries. Anthony missed the last a month or so with injury. So I don't want that, to be very honest. Sancho, we all know he had his mental problems. He was not there for 2-3 months. So you have to, to achieve that Premier League success, you have to go as a team and as a fit team. It's as simple as that.
Fully Anshumaan Bhai, and big up to Sports Freak people. Please go and subscribe to Sports Freak, some great content. And same for F3WB. Thank you everyone who joined in the chat today, guys. Your support really means a lot. Do like, subscribe, and please go to United Road and subscribe. Hope everyone has a great day. Premier League is back, and it's time to watch Premier League in 3 days. Big up.